morning guys, welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum. This is not how you normally see me on the midweek vlog, so apologies if it's a bit of a shock. But yeah, I didn't vlog anything yesterday because it was a bit of a non-eventful day, so yeah, I decided against it. Excuse me. Like loads of gas coming up since I stopped my run. Yeah, so I mean, basically yesterday, a very non-eventful day, like I said, other than like I've come to the conclusion there's a lot more that I can do housework wise while Bubs is still awake, because he's been quite chilled lately. Hopefully it lasts and he doesn't proceed to destroy the house while I'm in another room doing something. I won't do upstairs chores until he's asleep, or like my husband is downstairs with him, because he'll want to come upstairs and he'll follow me upstairs. But downstairs stuff I can do mostly. The only things I can't do, or the only thing I feel like I can't do while he's awake, is dusting under the furniture, because he loves the duster mop, and if he sees it he tries to take it off you, so you never get anything done, and then he, like, if you don't give it to him, he just royally kicks off. So that's the only thing I still have to do while he's asleep, which is good, because then it just saves me time. It means I can not have to rush my exercises, my stomach exercises, because obviously since getting the new exercises from my physio the other day, they take a lot longer. There's more sets that I need to do, so yeah, rather than it taking like 10-15 minutes before, now it's taken me like 20-25 minutes to finish. So yeah, I end up like not being able to do anything while Bubs is asleep. So yeah, and because I only have to do it every other day, it's not too bad, because it means then the days that I'm not having to do it, I can fit other things in, like housework bits. But again, like I said, there's not really anything that I can't do while he's awake now, so that's good. Another thing from yesterday, oh yeah, it was a new dinner I tried. I can't remember if I said before, like it was a dinner I always used to have as a child, and I always used to love it. It was like Savoy's mashed potato peas pudding and tin baby carrots. And obviously I'm on the mission to try and find family meals that I can do that sort of isolate veggies for Bubs to try it as they are, rather than putting them in sauces and different things. I want him to experience the veg on its own, for him to discover that he likes it. So I thought this time I'll try with carrots. He's tried carrots on their own before, like with roast dinners and stuff, but he doesn't tend to really like them. So I thought with baby carrots, like baby tin carrots, they tend to be a lot sweeter and they're a lot softer, like they're quite mushy. So I was like, maybe it's a texture if they're not cooked very well that he doesn't like, or maybe he just doesn't find them sweet enough. So I thought I'd try them with the baby carrots. But yeah, trying to find bloody vegan Savoy style things proved to be a bit frustrating, but we found some by a company. I know they do a lot of vegan stuff, and my husband likes their like sandwiches and stuff, called, I think it's Wicked Kitchen. And we found one, it's like chorizo style sausages, but they're obviously vegan. And I thought, you know what, they might be a bit like Savoy's, or I can try them as a Savoy, and obviously if it doesn't work out then we never buy them again. So we tried them yesterday, and they were like a cross between Savoy and chorizo. They were very, very mild sort of chorizo spice. So they're actually really nice. So I'd highly recommend them if you want to try something a bit different to your regular sausage. Made vegan mashed potato, which I haven't done in forever. So I was really worried I wouldn't be able to do it, and then I put Bubs off mashed potato for life. But it actually turned out really well. I think the butter that we get really helps, because you wouldn't know it's not regular butter, I don't think. I think it's sunflower spread we've got at the moment, but it's called Pure, but they do all sorts of like non-dairy butter. I think they do like soya. The normal one we normally get is olive oil one, but we've had to get the sunflower one because I don't think Tesco do the olive oil one. But yeah, it's just the same pretty much. And yeah, and I just put a bit of unsweetened soya milk in it, a little bit of salt and pepper, and it turned out really, really nice actually. So yeah, and Bubs ate it. He really liked it, but I think he filled himself a bit too much on the sausage. So we didn't eat loads, but he enjoyed it once you managed to get it in his mouth. But And I think he kind of liked the peas pudding, but I think he'd probably prefer it if it was like, if he had it with the sausage rather than on its own. But I mean, I could eat like a whole tin of peas pudding. I love the stuff. So yeah, so that was a successful meal last night. He didn't eat the carrots. We tried to get him to eat the carrots and he just wouldn't eat them. So yeah, that's one thing we've tried. So tonight I'm going to try, hopefully my husband won't be too late finishing work. I want to try and make toad in the hole, vegan toad in the hole. So I've got the recipe. I'm pretty sure I've got all the ingredients now. So I've got some like strong bread flour, baking powder, soy milk, and I think that's all you need, and then like salt and pepper and stuff. So I've got the sausages. So yeah, it's just a matter of trying it and see if it works, hopefully. But yes, that's tonight. Again, it'll be with mashed potato, and I'm going to try peas. I'm pretty sure we've got some frozen peas. Well, I hope we've got frozen peas in the freezer. We'll see. But yeah, so that's the plan for today. Anyway, I've just been on my run. I didn't go Tuesday because my husband's alarm didn't go off, or it did go off, but we slept through it. So I got up late. But today because I decided now I'm going to set my own alarm. It was such a struggle getting up because it was pitch black. It was nice and warm in bed. I was like, oh, I really don't want to get up. But I managed to get myself out the door by like just after 3:30, ungodly hour. But yeah, I got myself out at 7:30 and came for a run, and it was just as the sun was coming up. So it was yeah, it was really nice. And I've come to the conclusion that I need to stop trying to push myself to run faster. I think what I need to do is just push myself to run longer. So because I mean, the run I did on Sunday was a really good run in terms of it was at a nice casual pace, and I felt like I wasn't really sort of pushing myself and that I was going to die like the longer I kept running. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that today. I'm just going to run at a more casual pace, and if I'm going to push myself, I'm going to push myself to run 5k instead of 4k. And I did it, and it actually shocked me in terms of, because where I have to do a loop in this area, yeah, I wasn't sure how long it would actually be in terms of how long the extra kilometre would be. So obviously I knew when I hit 4 kilometres, and I was just like, right, I think in the end I would just keep running until I hit 5, and I hit 5 a lot quicker than I thought I would. So I was like, oh, so I've got like nearly half a kilometre to get back to the car. So I tried to run it, and then I was like, nah, I can't run the other half kilometre. So I think I'll run another 200 metres, and then I was like, fine, I'll just walk the other 300 and listen to my music, and then it helped me sort of like cool down a bit, get my breath back and stuff. So that was quite good. So yeah, and coming back to the car, the sun's up, and it's really, really beautiful morning. I don't know if you can see because all the car windows smudged, like all steamed up, but yeah, it's like the sun's coming through the trees. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I was really pleased with that run. So because I think I was just getting to the point, I think, where I was pushing myself so much. I was yeah, I was just pushing myself too much that I wasn't enjoying running anymore. And I think that's why I've taken quite a few breaks, because I've not been motivated to get up when it's dark and cold to go out and run, when before I don't think it would have been a problem. So I think that's what I realised on Sunday, that I actually enjoyed that run because I wasn't pushing myself. So that's what I found with today. I was pushing myself to a certain extent, but not to a point where I was like nearly killing myself and my legs were wanting to kill me and stuff. So yeah, the fact I was able to run that extra kilometre I think speaks volumes to me. So yeah, so I've got my run on Sunday, hopefully with my running partners, if it's not rained off. Hopefully it's just as beautiful weather today as it is, or on Sunday it will be, hopefully, as it is today. But yeah, better get home, because obviously taken long enough, obviously running that extra kilometre and then doing a 10-minute video. So yeah, I'll see you back at home. Hi guys, and welcome to the laundromat. It's just like all the washing. So annoying. Hung my washing out like at lunchtime because it looked like it was going to be a really nice day, and then at about 3 o'clock it started pissing it down, so I had to quickly get the washing in. So luckily it was mostly dry, so it's not really needing to be hung up for like too long, but the nappies were straight out of the washing machine hung up here, so they need it. But so yes, we've got the dehumidifier on, wearing away at the moment. Yeah, apologies, I didn't really record much today other than obviously on my run. It's just one of those days, you know, where you just like, with Bubs running around, I never know when I can actually sit and film. When he's asleep it's fine, although when he was asleep earlier I was kind of like, there's nothing really for me to film, because when he was asleep there was nothing really for me to talk about. So yeah, but I've got a few updates for you now. So yeah, I was going to do the vegan toad in the hole tonight, but that failed miserably because my husband didn't finish till quite late, like he had some stuff to do for work, and then by the time he came down I was looking at the times for actually cooking it, and it was like 30 minutes prep and then up to an hour of cooking, and I was like, we're going to be eating really late at this rate. I was like, and I don't think Bubs can really wait that long. So in the end we ordered a takeaway, because by that point I was just so like stressed and in a bad mood. I was just like, no, we're just getting takeaway, I'm not cooking anything, I can't be bothered. So so yes, we had an Indian instead, which didn't take half as long as what it would have done if I'd tried to cook this toad in the hole. So yeah, then we also had the news from my mum, like she texted us to say they are officially the owner of their house in Crete now, because they had I think they had to sign some documents just to say like that the house was officially theirs, and they also transferred the full amount for the house over to the couple that they're buying it off of. So that house now over in Crete is officially theirs. So all they have to do now is just go over, fly over and pick up the keys from the estate agent, and they can move in. So they fly over on the 25th, and I think their furniture is being delivered on the 5th of November. So they've got 10 days of just like settling in and stuff. The previous owners are actually leaving, I think, a lot of their stuff there, if not all their stuff there. God knows why, because I can imagine that's a lot of stuff they're leaving. So at least my parents will have something. It won't be their own furniture, but they'll have something there for like while they wait for their own furniture to turn up. So so yeah, there's that. There's also the fact that today Crete has been taken off the or has been put back on the travel corridor. So it means that if we were to fly out there and then come back, we don't have to self-isolate because the cases have really dropped down. And that's what we were hoping in terms of, because now it's out of season. I imagine it was all the tourists that was bringing over the virus to Crete. So so yeah, so it looks likely that we'll be able to go over there. We'll probably look to go over there around like a couple of days after their furniture's been delivered, just to give them a little while to settle in and stuff. So or they might want us to be there like the day after, I don't know. We'll see. The problem is that from basically I think the end of October there's no direct flights into Crete. The only way we can get there is by flying into Athens and then getting a domestic flight from Athens to Crete, I think. That or ferry. We tried to look at ferries as we thought that would be quite a sort of exciting way of doing it, but it looks like they stop running the ferries in the winter, but I don't think that's the case, because I'm pretty sure we know like plenty of sort of like locals in Crete that when the season's over, because a lot of them work in like bars and stuff, so they don't have any work in the winter, so when they have finished their season work they go and work in Athens, and in order for them to do that they get a boat over, so because obviously it's cheaper than having to fly as far as I'm aware. But so yeah, it just seems really weird that they're saying that there's no ferry trips in November. But I said it might just be that it's just they're waiting like for the winter timetable to come in, I don't know, but we're going to keep an eye on it, because obviously that might be quite expensive to have to do like 2 flights from, right, one to Athens and then one from Athens to Heraklion. What we're looking to do is maybe spend like 2 days at each end of the holiday, in Athens, because we've never been to Athens before and I've always wanted to go. So it would be the perfect opportunity really to go, because obviously one, it's out of season, and two, because of everything that's going on, it will be really, really quiet, hopefully. So so yeah, we think it would be a nice time for us to explore Athens. So yeah, that's the plan, but I think at the moment, yeah, we're just looking to see what's going to happen. And I think that was it. Oh yeah, the other major thing as well is obviously today they've announced that London, York and Essex are going to be going into, is it tier 2? They're going to go up a tier on the I don't think it's UK wide, I think it's just England wide tier based system that they brought in. So we have three tiers, and one is like basically what we call normal these days. So it's like you're allowed up to 6 people in your party. There's still a curfew, I think, for 10 PM on pubs and restaurants and stuff. And just like social distancing, wearing a mask in public places, like indoor public places and stuff like that. But like you can like travel around and stuff, so that's not a problem. Tier 2 is households, 2 separate households aren't allowed to mix inside, but you can mix outdoors. But when they say inside, that means you can't go to like restaurants and pubs or stuff together. You like, it has to be outside, you can't mix inside. And then tier 3 is just like complete lockdown. I know a lot of the north, like Manchester, and I think, well, Manchester's fighting it, but I think Liverpool has gone into tier 3. But yeah, so with London and Essex and York, they're about to go up into tier 2. Obviously that really sucked for us because we're in that catchment area. Well, we thought we were, but it turns out that technically we're not. So we're kind of just scraping it by the skin of our teeth, because we did, when we heard the news, we were kind of like, that really sort of pissed us off a bit, because where we are, because even though we're like, the vicinity is really bad, like the rate's really bad, in our local area, it's actually like the rate is really low considering the size of the area. It's really, really low. But yeah, it turns out that we don't actually count as in that vicinity, in that we're not in that catchment area. So we're just missing having to go up to tier 2, which is lucky. So yeah, so hopefully it means that it stays that way for a bit. We'll just have to see. But yes, that's currently the news for today. Exciting stuff going on, whether good exciting or bad exciting, I'll leave that up to you. But anyway, right now I am just going to do some further editing on my video for Sunday. It's obviously I'm quite early on in the week, so I'm not looking to do loads, but I don't think there's much I need to do. I think my videos have been quite basic and simple the last few weeks. Apologies if you're not enjoying me just rambling at you like through a camera, but yeah, I've been feeling very uninspired lately, but that's probably because I'm not really doing much. When my life gets more exciting, then obviously there'll be more exciting content. Like if we do end up going to Crete, then that will be exciting content. We were hoping to go up to York to see my husband's family around like end of November, beginning of December, so you never know, it might drop a tier, but if it doesn't, then I don't think we'll be visiting, which is like really gutting, because I love York at Christmas for one thing. And I just absolutely love York, so for us to not be able to go, I'm very sad. I'm gutted if we can't go, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that things improve, but at least it's a good thing about Crete, I guess. So yeah, we'll just have to see, won't we? But yeah, so I'm going to get on with editing my video, so I shall see you in the morning, hopefully. Look at that! Yeah. Oh!
Macaroni. Mmm.
Smelly, isn't it? You sit in your chair. Okay, come on. Oh, all these colours. What are we gonna do? Do yellow. Look at that, Bubba, look, look.
Yellow.
Yellow, well done, yeah.
Yellow.
Blue, Bubba. Yeah. What are you doing?
There.
Yeah.
Yellow.
That's orange, Bubba.
Oh.
Oh.
There.
Green. Purple. Green. Blue. Blue. Heart. Yeah.
There. Ta.
Yeah, ta-da! Hi guys, welcome to Friday. It's 2:15. Bubs has been napping for at least half an hour. Hence why I've come in the kitchen so I don't risk waking him up. I've just done my exercises for the day because I'm doing them every other day at the moment. It's good because it feels like they're getting easier in terms of, because when I first started them I didn't really understand how to do them in terms of like engaging my stomach muscles properly, especially the ones when I'm on all fours. I find it quite difficult to keep the muscles engaged while I'm doing everything else, so that felt a lot easier today. So even though I am only doing them every other day, it does seem to be making quite a difference each time I do it. I think at the moment it's just because I'm meant to do 3 sets for each exercise. She's given me 3 different exercises and I have to do 3 sets for each. The last one isn't too bad because it's literally just like standing up straight and sort of thing, like going from sort of bent down to standing up straight without bending my back. So that one's not too difficult, but the other 2, like the reps last quite a while, so it will take me forever to actually do 3 sets. So I'm kind of building up to it, so at the moment I'm quite slow, but once I've gotten used to what I'm doing, and I can pick up the pace hopefully, and then I can actually do the 3 sets. I think probably next week I'll probably do 2 sets, and then the week after that 3 sets. So yeah, I just think it's better for me to just build myself up to it rather than just going straight in, because one, I want to make sure I'm doing them properly so I don't give myself any further injury. And I just think because I'm doing them slowly it will just waste time and I'll risk being like halfway through when Bubs wakes up sort of thing. So yeah, that's currently the plan. You would have seen as well I've got a new mat to put on the table, so I can start encouraging Bubs to do a bit more like artsy stuff, because normally we just leave those sort of artsy things for classes and stuff because it makes so much mess and he's such a messy little boy that yeah, I just don't like it being in the house sort of thing. So I'm trying to sort of let my anxiety go a bit and actually let him do some creativity stuff, because I know it's very important for their development. So right now all he's got is a few bits of printer paper and some crayons. What I might try and do at the moment while he's asleep is see if I can print off from my phone some like colouring in sheets, like just of pictures and stuff for him to do, rather than just giving him a blank piece of paper. So I might try that. But yeah, I've also ordered him some paints and some like crafty things to stick and some PVA glue, so we can start doing all that sort of stuff as of next week. So and I've got like a little apron for him to wear so he doesn't get any of it in his clothes. So yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. I won't stress too much with it. I mean, he's been really good sat at the table, like drawing with his crowns. He was a bit upset when I said he had to stop so we could get ready for lunch. But I just said to him, look, we can do it after lunch. It's fine, and I'm not taking it away forever. And he was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So he let me pack it away. So yeah, sometimes he can be very understanding. But yes, that was that. We've had our lunch, and yeah, like I said, he's down for a nap, so I'm doing a bit of gaming. Other than that, there's not much really to report on. So I'm just going to make me and my husband a cup of tea, and then I'm going to get back to a bit of gaming, I think.
Can
you see Mr. Toad? Mr. Spider here, and Mrs. Spider. But we need to leave them alone. Yeah. Good evening, guys. So it's 9:15 on Friday. So where did I get up to? My last message. Trying to think. Well, my husband finished late again today, so we had takeaway again. Today we had fish and chips. So yeah, not great. Two days of takeaway in a row. It's not fun. But at least tonight, because it's been a dry day all day, even though it's been cold and cloudy, we managed to go on our walk, which Bubs was very excited about. I managed to see lots of trains, which he was again very excited about. You'll see, hopefully I'll be able to post a little clip of we saw a toad as we were coming home, from coming back from the station. It's weird because along that, like, I don't know if they've got a pond in their garden or whatever in that house, but that's on that corner by the station. But yeah, we've seen quite a few like frogs and toads like hopping along that way. So in the last month or so. So yeah, I'm only assuming it's because yeah, one of the houses along that way has got a pond. So yeah, I don't know. I just hope, because they tend to go towards the station, so I just hope they don't get squished, because it's like the main road into the town across the tracks. So yeah, really hope they don't get squished. But yeah, so that was that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Nothing too massive happening. So yeah, I'm just going to be editing my vlog for the weekend, and then hopefully Bubs will go off to sleep soon, so we can enjoy our evening just watching a load of ghost stories, I think, on YouTube that have just been loaded up by some of our favourite YouTubers, because obviously it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Halloween. So yeah, and we're also discussing on the walk what we're going to do in terms of flying out to Crete. So obviously the plan is, I can't remember if I said this before, the plan is that we have to fly into Athens because they don't do flights direct to Heraklion past like this time of year, I don't think, or maybe end of October, I don't know. But yeah, so we have to fly into Athens, and my plan was for us to spend a couple of days in Athens, because I've never been there before. So yeah, so we need to discuss it. We're seeing my parents tomorrow. They're popping around for a cup of tea, so so we can discuss then in terms of if they're happy with us coming over to help with their, like, because it's a bit of a weird one. The house that they're buying, all the the owners are leaving their furniture there, so my parents aren't going to have like a shell of a house when they get there. They're going to have a fully loaded house pretty much. So but obviously they have to get rid of everything before or get rid of the stuff that they don't want to keep before their furniture comes in. So although the house is going to be slightly bigger, I think, than the house they had over here, so they've probably got the room to store both. I don't know, but yeah, so I don't know if they'd want us to go over there before their furniture comes, so then we're there on the day to be able to help them with the stuff, or I don't know. So I think we're going to just have a chat with them tomorrow so we can get a firmer idea on dates that we can go over, and then we can start looking at pricing and accommodation in Athens and stuff. So so yeah, I'm quite excited about it because I've wanted to go to Athens for years, because I've only ever been to the islands of Greece. I've never actually been to mainland Greece. So yeah, I'm super excited about going because I've always wanted to go, considering I like studied classical civilization for years and was like obsessed with the Greeks for years. So I've never actually been to Athens. So so yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for today. Tomorrow might be a pretty busy day because I've got to do more recording for Avengers. If I try and get majority of my vlog done tonight, I think I should be able to get most of it done tonight. Then I don't have to worry about doing it tomorrow during the day. So so yeah, it should be fine. But I need to clear this off and also charge the battery because obviously I need that for my playthrough tomorrow. So yeah, I'll just say goodnight and I'll see you in the morning. Hi guys, welcome to my Saturday morning. I'm just about to record some Avengers playthrough for my channel. It's 11 o'clock, so I'll probably just do like an hour or like 2 episodes before lunch, and then maybe after lunch do another hour. Pretty laid back day today. So my parents are just popping around later for a cup of tea most likely, so I'm not planning on doing loads on like in terms of editing and things. If I've got time today, I'll probably finish off editing Sunday's vlog because there's not much left I need to do, so it saves me having to do it tonight, and then I can just concentrate on doing Avengers editing. But yeah, I'm just currently waiting for, there was a new update for Avengers, so I'm just waiting for that to download. But better not talk too long because obviously I've got to save my battery, my camera battery and my memory card for the playthrough. But yeah, hubby is out with Bubs at the moment, so they should be back in the next hour, I guess. So we're just in time for lunch because they've actually gone out to buy lunch. So yeah, let's just see how it goes and hopefully I don't rage quit. Every time I pick up like Avengers, I'm half expecting to rage quit. So yeah, hopefully not today. Hopefully I have a good day today. Let's see. So that was a long ass session. I was planning on doing like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, to get like 2 or 3 episodes under my belt for Avengers. First episode, fine, half an hour. Second episode though, I started playing as Black Widow like halfway through, so I was like, great. So and I didn't want to quit the mission I was on just in case it like started right back at the beginning, so I had to finish the bit I was at with Black Widow, so that went over into like basically 2 videos. So I think it's almost like 45 minutes long, that next episode. But oh my god, it's just so much fun playing as Black Widow. I just wish I could just play her like the entire time. She's so much fun, and I just really hope that Crystal use her model like for Lara in the next game, because she's so much fun to play. She's like agile, she's got the dual pistols, like everything about like what Lara should be is in Black Widow at the moment, and I'm just like, yeah, this is, I feel like I'm playing Lara. That's how it felt. So I'm really hoping that she do something right to make Black Widow the model for Lara for the next game. Really hope so. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing that actually. The only reason I've got to come off is because it's 5 o'clock and because we're not having microwave meals this time round. I'm actually going to try and cook that toad in the hole. So I thought, yeah, because it's nearly 5 o'clock now. So yes, I want to start on it because obviously it takes half an hour to prep or something and then an hour to actually cook. So I need to like get on it now really to try and get it done. So yeah, guess that's it really. Oh, my parents came around, so that's why it's a bit later than it should have been earlier, because I decided by the time like my husband had finished texting me about lunch and stuff, there was no point in me trying to play any Avengers. It was like 11:30, they were on the way home, so I was like, I might as well wait till after lunch. So so I just edited my vlog, got that done. I just need to upload it to YouTube, but I can do that when I come back on tonight while my husband is putting Bubs to bed. But what was I going to say? And then yes, I was going to wait till after lunch to actually play it, but then my parents popped round, and we were just having this massive headache while they were sat here, because they've said to us about the fact that they don't want us to be there when their furniture comes, because they don't know if there's actually going to be anything for us to do, because the furniture company or the sort of shipping company that are bringing it over could be doing it all themselves, in terms of we don't have to do any lifting or anything like that. So so they might all be doing it for us, which means we're just going to basically be sat there twiddling our thumbs, not doing anything. So they said maybe make it like 2 days after, to make sure that obviously they've got everything in and everything's sorted. And then if there's anything that needs to be done in terms of putting little bits like cutlery and stuff away and things like that, then we're there at least to help them do that if need be. So now we've got an idea on dates, so we know that we can be in Crete for the 7th, or we can fly over from Athens to Crete on the 7th. But the thing is, like, because we started looking at that, we were like, okay fine, so we've got a date, and then we tried to look at flights from Athens to Crete, and it was like extortionate. It was like £450 for the 3 of us for a return from Athens to Crete. That's more expensive than the flights were from London to Athens. I think they were like £350 for the 3 of us. It was ridiculous. So we were just like wondering what we could do. We haven't seen any dates come up for ferries, so we don't even know if they're running. And then the flights that we were looking at, that like even just from London to Athens is fine, I think, because it's a capital city, so to speak. So there's never really an off season with Athens. You can go there anytime, but obviously Crete has a season and an off season. So there's 2 dates that you can fly from London to Crete, and neither of the dates that we want to do. So yeah, it's been an absolute headache, like trying to figure out what we want to do. And like some of the, like a lot of the flights as well, it was like you'd fly in from Stansted and then come home from Heathrow, which again scappers the whole thing of like we couldn't be able to then park at the airport if we're going from 2 different airports. Couldn't get a cab because obviously Bubs needs his car seat. So the only option will probably be for us to travel by train, which is not ideally what we want to do, because we want to be able to like relax and not have to worry about having like which trains to get, like start our sort of travel stress early by having to worry about trains and stuff when we've got our luggage to carry, as well as having to take Bubs with us. So yes, we got all that. And then but luckily one positive thing that's working in our favour is I didn't actually know my husband had actually messaged the ferry company to ask, because basically we thought they were non-existent, because if you go to look into November, there's no dates at all for November ferry times. So we thought, oh, maybe they're not doing them because of COVID. But my husband has just heard back from them, and they've basically said that that they are running a ferry service, but they haven't put the November dates up yet and times and stuff. So that's good, because apparently they're like, I think it's £250 for a return trip on the ferry. It's 7 hours, but I'm more than happy to do that if you're able to like walk around the boat and stuff, and obviously you can actually buy a cabin to be on the boat rather than just being strapped in a seat on a plane for like 3 hours or whatever. So so I'm happy for us to do the ferry, so it's just a matter of us sorting out, like we could do that both ways. So I think maybe we'll be okay, that we can do like London to Athens and then Athens to London, just make it a lot more simpler, because we started looking at like doing London to Crete, and then on the way back Crete to Athens, and then Athens to London, like flying and just having to go with all these different air companies and stuff. But obviously if the ferry is there, then hopefully that'll make things a lot simpler and a lot cheaper for us, so fingers crossed. Anyway, I need to go and get on with or try it and cook this dinner. I really hope it works. Wish me luck, please. So the toad in the hole didn't go as well as I'd hoped. It tasted okay, it was just, it didn't rise a lot at all. So it was just very flat batter. But yeah, it was okay. I did mash and peas with it, and that was fine. I mean, Bubs ate the whole thing, so it can't have been that bad. But yeah, my husband enjoyed it, and he was kind of like, "Are you going to make it again?" And I was like, "Well, I've just bought a massive bag of flour, so I need to do something with it." So so I'll see if I can find some like better recipes maybe that actually mean that we can actually get the batter to rise rather than it just being really flat and looking really deflated. So so yeah, that was that. Not much else gone on. Yeah, we had dinner, then we went on our walk, saw 2 trains, I think, or was it 3? I think it was 2. So and then that was it. So I'm just going to upload my vlog for tomorrow, and then while Bubs is, or while my husband's trying to get Bubs off to sleep, I'll be editing some of my Avengers footage. Then that's all done, and I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. So yeah, so I've got 2 episodes done today, so hopefully I can do another hour tomorrow, because we haven't really got much planned tomorrow, other than obviously I've got my run in the morning, shopping coming, and then afterwards we're going for a meal with my parents, so after my live stream. But yeah, so that shouldn't really interfere with the day. I do have to do my exercises though at some point tomorrow, so that's it. But yeah, so I've got that to do. But yeah, so nothing really much going on. So it doesn't seem as exciting as my other videos have been, but yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media, all the links are down below. And on that note, I'll say I love you guys, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye!